I'd also like to see or hear your perspective on, I guess, finding your trading personality. Because when I think of how much time I'd like to spend on the charts and how I'd like to structure my day, I don't know what would fit me best. Would it be day trading? Would it be swing trading? I ideally would want to spend more time off the charts than on the charts, but I don't know if I should test that out, like go for a few weeks of swing trading. I know that you said you should separate them, keep your day trading account
Definitely
separate from your
separate
swing.
them. But I think study other traders. Like where I feel like I fell into day trading was when I read Dr. Steenbarger. His name is Brett Steenbarger. He works for a prop firm. He's a super famous trading psychologist. And he talks about how, there's in his book, Trading Psychology 2.0, there's 57 best practices that all traders can follow. So if you don't have that book, Trading Psychology 2.0, I would recommend buying it. It's big, it's thick. I would definitely recommend buying it because it does break down a lot of the best practices. And one of them in there is about how do you find someone that aligns with your beliefs. And what he says is that you want to, of course, study other successful traders until you start to find patterns. And what I did was I found patterns with Mike Bellafiore at S&B who trades stocks. I found patterns within his mindset that I could apply to myself, like that aligned with me already, and I kind of leaned into them. I use that term a lot, lean into the things that work well for you. In that sense, like I leaned into this idea of one strategy, one system, aligned with my beliefs in the way that I view markets, in the way that I view money. Find that and then master that. So then to back it up a little bit further to like what you said about how do you find your beliefs, study other traders. So I read Steenbarger's book. It gave me the best practice on actually studying other traders. So then I start doing it. Then I'm reading Mark Minervini's books. Then I'm reading Tom Basso's book, Michael Covell's books. I just got a new one, Technical Analysis. I forget who it's by. Just books about trading. There's a ton of them. This guy, Andrew Aziz, I think is his name. He wrote a couple of books, Day Trading for a Living on Amazon. There's a ton of people that I could plug and give free love to on their books because like all of those books, I think, educated me in a way of like, let's go this way. Nah, let's go left here and let's go here until you find people that actually speak to you,
Right.
And in Forex, it's hard because there's not a lot of legit Forex traders that write books. And in crypto, it's even harder because everybody thinks they're a crypto millionaire nowadays because crypto only goes up. So in the future, I think those will be exploited. But for now, like you're doing, specifically to you, Tyler, like you're doing everything I think you need to be doing to answer that question about should you be day trading or should you be swing trading. But I think if you want to find that answer sooner, it requires you to study other traders more.
Yeah.
Something is either going to be screaming to you about me and the way that I'm day trading, and you're like, that's what I want to do. But I think there's another part of you, maybe on this shoulder, that's saying, I don't know if I could be at the charts as much as Austin. Like, I think I want to maybe go a little bit less. So maybe it would be leaning into that questioning of yourself and maybe studying a couple of successful swing traders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marty Schwartz is a guy who turned like 60,000 into like 1.8 million or something like that. Like a crazy return after losing money for 10 years.
Wow.
All of it turned in a year and a half.
Man.
On swing trading, I'm pretty sure. His book is called Pitch Shark, I think.
Marty Schwartz, Pitch Shark.
Marty Schwartz. Yeah.
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 Cool.
Good
I love that
questions.
answer.
Good questions. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I
man.
think it's hard, bro. And like we were talking about outside, it's never ending. The process of self-discovery never stops.
Right.
And it's like I'm sure, once you catch the bug, it's addicting. And you realize there's not many more books about technical analysis that I can read, which is why I haven't opened that book that she, because it's like, going to teach me about more candlesticks. Like I already know what they are. You know what I'm saying? It's the mindset. It's like, what do successful people think that makes them successful, and how do I duplicate that?
Right.
And if you see somebody that you don't think is successful, but the rest of the world does, don't follow them. They don't align with your beliefs. Like if I had a Lambo and a sick Rolex and all this other shit outside, you probably wouldn't be here. Like I can tell your vibe. Like you wouldn't mess with a guy like that. I would guess most of you guys would be the same way. But because I'm not like that, you can actually see my true intention and who I am, and then see if we actually align with each other. Other guys that are into Lambos and cars, they're going to be aligned with those other people. That's all it is, you know?